I just watched Shelby Oaks and I am very happy to report I have been completely Stuckmanized. Shelby Oaks follows Mia as she searches for her sister Riley, who went missing while filming her paranormal investigation show. What Mia uncovers during her search is far worse than anything she could have imagined. For those of you who may not know, and I'm sure there's got to be at least a couple of you watching, Shelby Oaks is a crowdfunded film from Chris Stuckmann, who's known for his YouTube movie reviews. It was eventually picked up by Neon with help from Mike Flanagan, and they gave the film extra funding to go do some reshoots and touch-ups, and also add scenes that they never could have had in the film otherwise. I've been watching Chris Stuckmann since I was like 13, and he's always talked about, writing and making films and short films, and one day really hoping to have a theatrical feature film. So it's kind of crazy to see that that time is finally here. I made my contribution to the Kickstarter really early on, so I've literally been waiting for this film to come out for years. And sadly, I wasn't able to make it to any of the backer screenings. I think the closest one was like 8.5 hours away from me, which I just can't do right now. And I'm not trying to glaze, but the contribution was more than worth it. And all the waiting was definitely also very worth it because I think this movie's really good. This is an excellent debut for Stuckmann. He structures the story in a very unique way and blends pseudo-documentary filmmaking, found footage, and regular narrative storytelling, and yeah, he pulls it all off. And yeah, I said pseudo-documentary because I see a lot of people saying mockumentary. As far as I know, that's comedic. Like, The Office is a mockumentary, so I just felt like I needed to make that distinction, I guess. Yeah! The pseudo-documentary or fake documentary parts of the film could have easily just felt like, oh, they're using this just to dump a bunch of exposition on us. But it was way more than that. It was just a way to tell the story. And yeah, you learn everything you need to learn. But like I said, it doesn't feel like an exposition dump. And for me, I thought it was very well done. It was super engaging and it really did its job. It made me want to find out what happened to Riley. Stuckmann is great at building suspense and unraveling a mystery. I was genuinely glued to the screen the whole time. I wouldn't say it's a very scary film. Like, if you're going in expecting Insidious or The Conjuring, it's not really like that. Although, it does have its moments, and those types of things do pick up as the film goes on, and then you do get more of that. But it's more like a looming presence, like an eerie vibe just over the whole film, and that really worked for me. And a lot of the creepy imagery and the designs of certain things in this film also really worked for me. And in terms of cinematography, this movie looks great. There were a few things in the fake documentary that you could tell they had some budget constraints, but besides that, I mean, they put every penny on screen because the movie looks like it has a much higher budget than it does. Stuckmann really knows how to use darkness and shadows, and that's something I really appreciate when a horror movie knows how to do it right. And you'll slowly see things come into focus, or maybe you'll see things move. And there's a lot of times where he lingers on a shot and you just kind of see like a little something walk by. There were times though where they lingered on a shot and honestly I couldn't really tell what I was supposed to be seeing. I didn't really see anything and I have 20/20 vision. But that only happened like 2 times. The bulk of the film revolves around Mia, played by Camille Sullivan, and she does a damn good job. You really believe this is a person who lost someone they really love and will do anything to get them back. And even with minimal screen time between the sisters, you really buy into this relationship. The supporting performances are also pretty good here. Sarah Dern as Riley, of course. Michael Beach as Detective Burke. Robin Bartlett as Norma in a great creepy old lady performance. And Keith David, who's just always fun to see, as Morton. There were also quite a bit of cameos that I was surprised to see or hear, and I'm sure there's others that I didn't really catch because I didn't know the person. And don't worry, it's not like a Marvel cameo where they're like, huh? It doesn't take you out of the film at all. But yeah, I thought some of these cameos were pretty cool. For casual viewers, I could see them maybe not getting super into it. Like, for some people, they might not enjoy the investigation aspect of it. They might just want a scary movie. Like my little brothers, I could see it going either way. They might not really enjoy it. And I could see some people wanting more of an explanation. But for me, I thought the pacing and the storytelling was great. And by the end, I got all the answers I needed. Honestly, it was better than I was expecting. I was thinking, oh, it'll probably be pretty good. Might feel amateurish, or, you know, Chris Stuckmann might have gotten too self-indulgent. He might be doing too much. Nobody told him no or to tone it down. This film didn't have any of those problems. I just think it's a very good film, very well made, tells an interesting story, and yeah, so because of that, I'm surprised that like the past week or so, reception seems to be pretty mixed. Like originally it was very positive for the most part, and now it seems people are like, I don't understand how you could watch it and say this isn't very good. I could understand if maybe it's like not your thing, but I don't know, maybe that was just people going in with certain expectations because it got picked up by Neon or whatever. I don't know, but I'm curious to see what other people think. For me, it's a super engaging film with unique elements that had me intrigued and in suspense for the whole runtime. I really recommend checking this one out, and please go do that in the theater if you can. Speaking about the theater, I hate that I have to like praise this, but nobody spoke. It was just a good theater experience. Everyone was just watching the movie, not checking their phones, not talking, and honestly, it was like one of the best movie theater experiences I've had in a while. A good movie, nobody annoying the hell out of me. Just why can't that happen more? And before I wrap it up, I just want to thank Neon, Chris Stuckmann, of course, and producer Aaron B. Kuntz. They all made being a backer of this film such a great experience, and they did hook it up with the buy one get one free tickets. So I really appreciate that, especially since I couldn't make it to a backer screening, and I can't wait to get my hands on the Blu-ray. So those were my thoughts on Shelby Oaks. What did you think? Let me know, and please subscribe. I talk about movies, video games, TV, and more, or go check out some of my other stuff. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.